Vamos, Panama. At the moment I am talking, and I would like to say something for Panamanian people. I like Panama so much because in Panama you accept all religion, all cultures. I am praying for you today on a beautiful mosque called Sofia. Vamos, Panama. Miss you all and see you soon.
All right, let's talk Panama, a name that, in an indigenous language, means an abundance of fish, trees, and butterflies. When you hear it, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For centuries, this narrow isthmus has been a crossroads for humanity, a bridge between worlds. For most people, it's the Panama Canal, an absolute marvel of engineering, a testament to human ambition. For over a century, this 82-kilometer waterway has been the lifeblood of global trade, a shortcut that reshaped the world. This concrete titan splits a continent in two, connecting the world's two greatest oceans. But it's a landmark so monumental, it casts a long shadow, almost blinding you to what else this country holds. Then there's the gleaming skyline of Panama City, a metropolis of glass and steel rising defiantly from the jungle. And of course, the postcard-perfect San Blas Islands, an archipelago of white sands and turquoise waters, home to the indigenous Guna people. The canal, the city, the beaches, they're all on the map. But here's the thing about maps. They only show you the main roads. They show you the destinations, not the journey. The real adventure, the kind of experience that changes you, the stories that stick with you long after you've returned home, they almost always lie on the unmarked trails, in the spaces between the famous landmarks. I've spent my life chasing legends, and I can tell you that every country has a secret side, a hidden heart. Panama is no exception. In fact, its heart beats stronger and wilder than most. Beyond the bustling city and the famous waterway, there's another Panama, a primeval world guarded by the impenetrable jungles of the Darien, one of the most formidable wildernesses on Earth. Our mission is to peel back that glossy top layer and venture deep into this hidden heart. We're trading the tourist buses for hand-carved dugout canoes, the paved roads for muddy hiking boots. We're here to find the stories the maps don't tell. A history written not in steel, but in the ancient trees and winding rivers of Panama's interior.
Why do I live in Panama? I've been here going on 12 years. At first it was a struggle, but I made it work. I stuck it out. I built a life here. I have a family. I have friends. We have our business. Would I choose to live anywhere else? Not at this time. I like living in a neutral country. I like the quality of life that we have here, how modern it is, the ease of travel from Panama, being left alone, not having to have a license to go fishing. There's certain things that people think that they have called freedom in their first world countries. I guarantee that I have more freedom than you.
Our first stop takes us to a place born from an apocalyptic explosion. El Valle de Anton is a charming town nestled inside the crater of a massive extinct volcano. It's the largest inhabited volcano crater in the world, which is a pretty cool claim to fame. While many visitors come here for the mild climate and the famous golden frogs, we're heading deeper. We're looking for El Chorro Macho, but not just the main waterfall everyone sees. We're pushing past it, into a narrow canyon system that feels like a gateway to another time. The air gets cooler here, the light dimmer, and the sound of the jungle changes. Local guides will point out rock formations that resemble faces and animals, each with its own story passed down through generations. You find yourself in a secluded world of sculpted rock, hanging vines, and pristine plunge pools. The water is refreshingly cold, perfect for a swim after the humid trek. Next, we're heading to the coast, but not to any island you've heard of. Forget the resorts and the beach bars. We're setting a course for Isla Escudo de Veraguas, a place so remote and unique, it's often called Panama's own Galapagos. The journey to the island is an expedition. It requires a long boat ride across open water, often choppy and unpredictable. It's home to species found nowhere else on Earth, like the pygmy three-toed sloth, a creature so rare and elusive it feels like something out of a storybook. The island itself is a labyrinth of mangrove tunnels, caves, and hidden lagoons. As you glide silently through the emerald green tunnels, the modern world completely melts away. The Ngabi guides navigate these waterways with an instinctual skill that's been honed over centuries. They don't see the island as just a piece of land. They see it as their mother. Our expedition now takes us inland into the highlands of Kokol province. We're heading towards the town of El Cope, the gateway to a stunning national park. But our target isn't the park itself. It's a mystery that lies just outside its borders. A place known locally as Las Piedras Pintadas, or the Painted Stones. Spirals, human-like figures, animal shapes, and geometric patterns are etched into its surface. No one knows for sure who carved them or what they mean. Finding the stones requires some local knowledge. You have to ask around in the town of El Cope, and a friendly local will likely point you down a dirt road. A tip from a farmer who lives near the site visit during the late afternoon. As the sun begins to set, the low-angled light catches the carvings in a unique way. This is a place for observation and contemplation, a chance to stand before a 1,000-year-old mystery and just wonder. Let's push further into the wild. Our next destination is Santa Fe National Park, a place that feels like the last frontier of Panama. This is a land of dramatic peaks, thundering waterfalls, and dense cloud forests, where the mist hangs heavy in the air. It's home to some of Panama's most elusive wildlife, including jaguars, tapirs, and hundreds of species of birds, like the resplendent quetzal. The nearby town of Santa Fe is the base camp for any adventure into the park. The people here have a deep practical connection to the land. One of the park's best-kept secrets is a series of waterfalls located high up in the mountains, known collectively as Alto de Piedra. A local guide named Omar says the best way to experience the forest is to stop and be silent for a few minutes. The jungle will talk to you, but only if you are quiet enough to listen. Now for a journey into the soul of Panama's cultural history. We're heading to the Caribbean coast, to the historic town of Portobelo. We're here to discover the vibrant, living culture of the Congos, the descendants of African slaves who escaped into the jungle centuries ago. The Queen Congo leads her people, using cleverness and wit to outsmart the Diablos. The music is driven by the thunderous beat of drums. A local artisan who makes the intricate masks for the Diablos explained that every element of the tradition has meaning. The tattered clothes represent the poverty of slavery. A matriarch of the community known as Mama Tule shared a powerful thought. We dance not just to remember the past, but to bring its strength into the present. When you visit Portobelo, look beyond the ruins of the Spanish Empire. Seek out the living kingdom of the Congos and witness a culture that refused to be extinguished. Our journey brings us back to the sun-drenched shores of the Caribbean, to the iconic archipelago of Bocas del Toro. By day, it's a kaleidoscope of color and sound, vibrant stilt houses and bustling water taxis. But as the sun dips below the horizon, we leave the lively town centers behind, venturing into the archipelago's hidden corners for a secret that only reveals itself in profound darkness. Deep within the labyrinth of mangrove-lined channels and secluded coves, far from any artificial light, lies one of nature's most enchanting spectacles. It's a phenomenon known as bioluminescence, where the water itself seems to come alive, holding a silent, shimmering conversation with the stars. It's a light show, requiring no electricity, just a gentle touch to ignite its otherworldly glow. The source of this ethereal glow is a single-celled organism, a type of plankton called a dinoflagellate. These microscopic beings fill these specific bays in incredible concentrations, thriving in the warm, nutrient-rich waters protected by the mangroves. Their light is a biochemical defense mechanism, a flash of cold blue-green energy released when agitated. It's not a subtle shimmer, it's a brilliant, instantaneous reaction that turns the entire bay into a canvas of living light. Slipping into the velvety bath-warm water is a leap of faith into total darkness. But the moment you move, the magic ignites. Your body becomes a brush, painting streaks of liquid light with every motion. A simple kick of your feet unleashes a swirling galaxy beneath you, while trailing your hand leaves a comet's tail of shimmering sparks. It's a completely immersive sensory experience. Our guide, a captain whose family has navigated these waters for generations, shared a story from his grandfather. He explained that the old fishermen didn't see science in the water, they saw spirit. They believed the glow was the souls of their ancestors, rising from the depths to guide their boats and protect the sea's bounty, a sacred, watchful presence. This breathtaking phenomenon is also incredibly delicate. The dinoflagellates are sensitive to pollutants and chemicals, making responsible tourism paramount. Choosing a local guide who uses non-motorized transport like a kayak is essential. It's a powerful reminder that the world's greatest wonders are often its most fragile, and we are merely temporary guests in their presence, tasked with leaving them as we found them. For our final secret spot, we journey high into the mountains of Veraguas, to a place that defies every expectation of a tropical landscape. This is La Yaguada, a corner of Panama that feels plucked from another continent. The air grows cooler and the jungle gives way to something unexpected, a vast forest of Caribbean pines. This unique ecosystem exists thanks to a visionary reforestation project protecting the watershed for Panama's first hydroelectric plant. But the true heart of this reserve is the lagoon itself, a vast, serene crater lake from an ancient volcano. Its placid surface mirrors the sky and pines, a testament to how foresight and nature can coexist. To truly experience La Yaguada's magic, you must camp overnight. As the sun sets, the temperature plummets. With no light pollution, the night sky explodes into a brilliant tapestry of stars. The only sound is the wind whispering through the pines, a natural lullaby. Waking to morning mist, dancing over the cool, still water is a moment of unforgettable peace. We've journeyed from volcanic canyons to lost world islands, from ancient stones to living cultures. These journeys have revealed that the true treasures of Panama aren't just places on a map, but powerful experiences that connect us to the earth and to each other. Exploring these hidden gems comes with a responsibility. It's what I call the explorer's promise. It's a commitment to tread lightly, leaving no trace. It means supporting local communities directly, ensuring our visit benefits the guardians of these lands. It's about approaching every interaction with humility, to listen more than we speak and learn from local wisdom. The greatest discoveries aren't found in any guidebook. They're found in spontaneous moments of connection. So I encourage you to chart your own course, ask questions, and get a little lost. The real Panama, with all its mystery, its breathtaking beauty, and its spirit of adventure, is waiting for you. The expedition is yours.